Hi everyone, welcome back to Learn with Preeti Bedi. And today I am back with another video related to IELTS Speaking Part 1. And today we're going to talk about weather. Yes, you all know that talking about weather is a common topic in IELTS Speaking Part 1. So in this video, I'm going to give you sample answers for 5 questions related to weather. Plus, there will be a few vocabulary words that would be useful for you while you are preparing for your IELTS speaking exam. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. Now before I begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon button so that you don't miss any of my future videos, hit the like button and share the video with your friends. Let's get started. So the first question we are looking at is, what's the weather like in your country? And here is the sample answer. We can categorize Indian weather into 3 main seasons, namely summer, winter and monsoon. However, it depends on which part of the country one is referring to. I live in North India and here we enjoy all 4 seasons. Although it's scorching in summers as the temperature can rise up to 45 degrees Celsius, it's pleasant during the spring and autumn seasons. The winters aren't extreme either since it never snows here. Here, you can replace it's scorching in summers with it's hot and sunny during summers. Before moving on to the second question, I just want to remind you all that please work on your intonations. Yes, when you're preparing for your IELTS speaking test, you really have to work on your intonations. And by intonations, I mean emphasizing on specific words while you are speaking. Don't speak like a robot. Our next question is, what type of weather you like the best, or what's your favorite kind of weather? Let's look at the answer. I am someone whose mood is affected by the weather to a great extent. I am more energetic during the spring and winter seasons, but I feel a bit lethargic during hot and humid weather. Moreover, in winters, I don't have to worry about getting tanned in the blistering heat. So it won't be wrong to say that I like winters more than summers. So you must have noticed that in this answer, what I'm trying to say is that I like winters more than summers. However, you can say vice versa depending upon your preference and likings. Question number 3 for today is, do you like rainy days? And here is my answer. Rain is the most beautiful phenomena of nature. As I stated earlier, my mood is affected by the weather. The sound of the rain enhances my happiness and mood. I really find peace and joy during rainy days. It's incredible to feel the rain droplets falling on my cheeks. Petrichor acts as a great stress buster. So I totally love rainy days. So you see how beautifully I described how much I love rainy days. And if you want more vocabulary for rainy weather, I have already made a video on talking about rain. I will leave the link in the description and also at the end of this video. Don't forget to watch that video as well. As I mentioned earlier that I'm also going to give you a few vocabulary words. So that will be at the end of this video. So stay with me right till the end. Now let's have a look at the question number 4. The question is, what type of weather do you dislike? And here is the answer. I would say extreme weather conditions disrupt our normal life. So neither do I like freezing cold nor I like the sweltering heat. Also, I hate windstorms as it gets really dusty and we have to lock ourselves up in our homes. Question number 5 is, what do you do on a bad weather day? And here is the answer. The first thing I prefer doing on a bad weather day is I try to stay indoors so I can completely avoid the harsh weather conditions. However, if there's an urgency and I have to go outside, then first I make sure that I'm dressed up according to the weather. Secondly, I make sure that my phone's battery is full so that I can call someone for help if there's any need. So, I hope that these sample answers will help you in your preparation for IELTS speaking. But make sure that you don't memorize these answers because these are just sample answers to give you ideas as to how you can talk about weather. Now, let's have a look at a few vocabulary words that I have used in these answers with their meanings. You must have noticed that in the first answer I said it's scorching in summers. You can also replace it with It's hot and sunny during summers. And here are a few words that I used. Humid, which means when there is a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. Lethargic, when you feel dull or there's lack of energy for doing things. Blistering heat, it means intense or extreme heat. Petrichor means a pleasantly earthly smell accompanying the first rain. Disrupt means causing a disturbance, and sweltering means uncomfortably hot. So I wish you all the best for your IELTS exam, and I will see you in the next video. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. Take care.